Here we go.
I'm good right here.
It's not this type of show. Hi, everybody. Did we plan this? Look at us. We match. Look at this. Look at you. We are. Hi, everybody. Let's get started. The Morning Buzz. Oh, look at our Friday audience. I'm very grateful to the audience today. Hello, everybody. Okay, here we go. Let's get started. Happy Friday. Welcome to the show. Thank you. We are so excited about today's show. I love when we do these. Wow. That was, I'm exhausted by now. I'm done. But save a lot of that love. We unintentionally matched today. It's my good friend, Kendall. Hello, Kendall.
Hi.
We sincerely did not plan this. We're
No.
both, look at us. We look like one of those family photos where everyone wears denim.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I love those.
We're like the Minnesota maroon version.
What? You know, oh, Jeff doesn't like those. No, I know.
I'm good. Excuse me, ma'am in the first row, do you know him or do you need me to call security?
No, she doesn't. I don't know her. I looked over and she looked delightful and I'm a hugger. So I mean, you know, yeah, I don't know. So
I can still call someone if you need
I know,
me
seriously,
to.
I know. We can get security in here. Anyway, well, welcome to the show. Before we get going anywhere, please don't turn the channel. I'm really happy with today's show. I love it. I'm so excited. I think you're going to love it. Tomorrow, if you don't know, is National Best Friend Day. So today, we sometimes do this, and we've gotten a good response from all of you. We call them here in the office single topic shows, but it basically is like an old Oprah Winfrey show where we do one topic for most of the show. And today, it's all about friendship. So my best friend is in the house. Jen is back. I talk about her all the time, so she'll be here. Plus, Kendall's best friend will be joining us from Las Vegas, everybody. Ooh. That's right, yeah. Yeah. Vegas. Oh, somebody screaming? Is she from Vegas? Yeah. I'm not sending you to Vegas, ma'am. She's from, yeah, I know. I wish. Believe me, I would. So we're going to play Password. And then I talk about them all the time, too. The high school four is how I refer to them because I'm part of the four. But my high school three women who I've been friends with now. I did the math. Literally 30 years we've been friends. And you're gonna see the story behind my high school three and why they literally saved my life. They really did. So that's all coming up. Now before, so I'm happy with that. I want to say before we get started, people are so gosh darn sweet to me, and I really appreciate it. This is from Shannon Martin, and this is like the kindness of strangers when people think about me in the weirdest times. Shannon was cleaning out her basement, and she sent me. She knows I'm a Star Wars nerd. I know, this is great. She knows I'm a Star Wars nerd. She sent me like vintage Star Wars collector cards that she found in her basement. Look at all those.
Oh my word.
I know. So Shannon, thank you. And people, when you do this, it really means a lot to me. When people send me Dallas stuff. Someone gave me this mug. Now this mug, by the way, Leo, can we get a shot? This is no joke. A woman in the audience yesterday, my forgiveness, I'm horrible with names. She handed me that mug. This is from the Who Shot JR fervor in 1980. I'm not joking, audience. I have most Dallas memorabilia. I really do. Mm-hmm. I have JR music, whatever. This woman found the only piece of Dallas memorabilia I do not own. This is so yeah. Anyway, so thank you, sweetheart. Thank you very much. Should we start the show?
I mean, we could eventually.
Let's do it. It's time for the hot dish, everybody. Here we go. This is sad news, but it's happy. No.
It's but not that sad, ladies.
It's happy for some of you. There's a new most eligible bachelor in Hollywood. Bradley Cooper is now single. That's right, Bradley. Now, we don't. I love these people. They're clapping for the demise of a relationship. I love them, yeah. Bradley Cooper and his girlfriend, she's a Russian supermodel, have split after dating for 4 years. I love this audience. The two have a daughter together, and according to sources, the breakup is amicable, and they're working out how to share custody. Now, this also fuels speculation. Hey, just want to take another look at you. I love that scene from The Star is Born. Anyway, this fuels all those rumors about Bradley and Lady Gaga. The two worked together on A Star is Born and had quite the steamy performance at the Oscars. Now, they have denied all of this nonsense. Gaga was like, hello, we were acting. That's what we're paid to do. There's no relationship besides that. What do you think? Do you believe this?
I don't know. I mean, I don't think it would have helped the situation if they were not getting along already and then that whole thing happened. Because I was on the couch like sweating watching that. Like, oh my word, y'all. Yeah. Get a room.
Listen to you looking like a Southern woman in the heat. Look at you.
Southern Minnesota. Southern Minnesota.
I know.
Fancy.
If you're already having a dicey time.
Right.
And then you can't blame the woman. Then even if your relationship is even strong, to sit through months of rumors and Entertainment Tonight and shows like us going, oh, is Bradley hooking up with Gaga? That would take a toll on my psyche. You know what I mean?
Thank God she's a Russian supermodel. She's fine.
Yes.
She's fine.
I've told this story before. I think Jen, were you with us when yeah. Jen, my best friend Jen, my other best friend Haley, we were visiting Haley. Hey, Haley, if you've been with us since season 1. Haley lives out in LA. And Haley took us to a fancy farmer's market in Brentwood. Brentwood, girl. It's like, yeah. Anyway, so we were walking around, and all of a sudden, Bradley Cooper with his baby, like, what are those things called when you wrap
Baby Bjorn?
Baby Bjorn. Oh, that's also one of our producers. But yeah, with a baby Bjorn strapped to him, and we cross like this, and as we're walking, and he's holding the baby and like fruit, I was like, oh my God, that's Bradley. And I didn't have time to process or say anything. And plus, I'm not one of those. I don't like to bother people.
Right.
I wouldn't have asked for a picture. It's a Sunday. But even, let me tell you, ladies, this is in general, even in casual clothes with no makeup, no nothing, the guy is just as attractive. He is a good-looking guy. Yeah. He doesn't need anything. He needs nothing. No, he's just genuinely a good-looking guy. Yeah. Even the Marlboro Man would think he was good-looking. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
He's good-looking, but I mean, you don't become a movie star if you're not like hubba hubba.
Hubba hubba, yeah. Oh, wow. I don't think anyone's ever used hubba hubba on the show before. It was great, yeah.
Hey.
This tie is just, I'm sorry, I'm fidgeting. It's a small tie. I know, I've got to get it right. Anyway, next on the dish, because I'll get an email. One of the most well-known rom-com actors of the 90s and 2000s says he basically regrets every movie decision he's ever made. Who is it? Look. That scene from one of my favorite holiday movies, Love Actually. In an interview with The Hollywood Reporter, Hugh Grant says after 4 weddings and a funeral, the world was his oyster, and he should have made more interesting decisions and done different stuff, but instead, he said he repeated himself 17 times in a row. Now, I kind of get that. I like some of the movies. He did 9 Months with Julianne Moore, right? Ooh, they did. Oh, the rumor is they hated each other. Like,
really?
Hated each other, yeah. Mickey Blue Eyes, never heard of that. Notting Hill. Oh, come on. Notting Hill.
Oh,
I'm just a girl standing in a bookstore looking at a guy asking him to love her. You know? So, yeah. It was just me. You don't have to, yeah, anyway, yeah. Notting Hill, Bridget Jones's Diary, blah, blah, blah. I get it. I said this about Madonna yesterday, you know, that she doesn't like her old music. Someone wrote me an email and was like, well, would you want to do the same thing 200 million times a year? I get it. But Hugh, we love some of these movies. Not all of them, but yeah.
I loved like 2 Weeks Notice. That was another really good one.
Was that good?
That
Someone
with Sandra
like,
Bullock.
I've never seen that one. That was good?
Oh, so good. She plays the attorney who's working for him. He's this rich, privileged guy. And so she quits because she can't handle it. But when she's in that 2 weeks, they start to love each other.
I think they did get along, those two.
Yeah.
And then when he was on Oprah many years ago, he said that Renee Zellweger, they got along, but Hugh said she was nutty. She was nutty. Yeah.
Nutty.
Which I could see that. I mean, I love Renee, but I mean, there's just a cup of Nutter Butter in there. You know what I mean?
Just the cup.
Just a little tinge of Nutter Butter. Yeah. I can't wait for Judy, by the way, in the fall. She's playing Judy Garland. Next in the dish, one of the most iconic weekly publications is scaling back its print edition. This really surprised me. Entertainment Weekly is going to be basically Entertainment Monthly. Its parent company says, yeah, I know, this makes me kind of sad. Yeah, the folks that own it say they're going to focus more on digital platforms, everyone's doing that, but continue to produce special interest magazines to coincide with big entertainment industry moments like the Oscars, probably, summer movie previews, fall movie previews. EW will go monthly starting in July. I said this surprised me only because I know Entertainment Weekly is successful. It doesn't surprise me, however, because a lot of magazines are going to this. They're pushing to digital. It's hard to get an ad revenue nowadays. Here locally, Minnesota Monthly is now every other month. So it's hard. I mean, everyone's reading stuff on their iPad and yeah, so.
It is. It's tricky. Well, I made the joke, like, I never really read Entertainment Weekly.
It's all right. It's all right.
But I'm more of like a People, Us Weekly. Like, if I want the real story, I go to People. And if I want the entertaining side, I go to Us Weekly. You know what I'm saying?
I get it.
Yeah,
if I want the trash, I'll go to the Star. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. If I'm real, like, I'm just diving deep.
In the dumpster.
Then you go over there. Go to the Star.
Our executive producer, Jeff, literally has years worth of Entertainment Weeklies from the early 90s. Like, he saved, that's why he's perfect for this job. That's have you thrown them away lately? Yeah, you got rid of most of them. He didn't throw them away. No. Earth People. He recycled. He didn't throw them away.
To be clear.
We don't need those emails today. It's Friday. We're in a good mood. We don't need that. Still ahead, James Corden opens up about how carpool karaoke got started. Plus, a funny moment between Stephen Colbert and Mindy Kaling when someone forgot to silence their phone. And then we're dedicating the show to best friends. Kendall and I will introduce you to our closest friends when we return. Back in a moment, everybody.
Work with young actresses and that are new in the business. A lot of times they don't want to really say like what they really feel about things because they don't want to offend anyone because they're just.
Sorry.
Hey!
My watch. Hold on. My watch got a phone call, and I tried to put my hand over it because I forgot to put it to sleep, and it was a call from Marriott Hotels.
Listen, your awards program for Marriott interrupted my touching story about Emma Thompson. I don't even know. I have so many more questions about your financial situation. I don't use an awards program. He has.
Here's the thing. Hold on. Here's the thing.
Here's the thing. He has the #1 show on TV. And he's like, I gotta make sure that if I travel, that me and my wife and my 3 children are being hosted in an economical way. You get put up everywhere.
Sure, but we can upgrade.
I don't even know. I'm in a movie with Emma Thompson. Like, who cares? Whatever.
Good point. I love it. Mindy Kaling on with Colbert last night. She stars in the new movie Late Night, which hits theaters next week. She spent time with Colbert's staff to study for her movie. And if you look at that movie, the set looks like the Late Show set, more with Letterman than with Colbert. But by the way, the Marriott's Rewards program, pretty good though for us.
Just saying.
For those of us, just gonna say, for those of us who aren't Stephen Colbert. Getting a couple free rooms in Hawaii in a couple weeks. I'm just saying, more Late Night. James Corden was on The Daily Show with Trevor Noah last night and talked about getting his famous segment Carpool Karaoke off the ground. Wasn't that easy. Look.
When you were making Carpool Karaoke, though, a lot of people don't know this. You guys struggled to get people on that show.
Oh, we couldn't get anybody. Yeah, we couldn't get. I mean, honestly.
Because now everyone's like, James, when am I coming on your show?
Yeah, it's kind of lovely, but we couldn't. I mean, honestly, I really always believed in the idea.
Yes.
I always thought, this is a I think this is a good idea.
Yes.
But there's quite an interesting game actually you can play with the audience. If everybody in the audience, if everybody now, just in your own mind, don't say it out loud, and you do it, Trevor, just think of a recording artist, a living recording artist. Has everybody got one? Yes. They said no. And it was just a chance meeting with Mariah Carey's publicist, and she was about to put some new dates on in Vegas, and I showed her a clip of me doing it in a sketch with George Michael that I'd done at home for comic relief.
Right.
And she loved George Michael, and Mariah Carey was like, if it's good enough for George, it's good enough for me, and that was it. And no.
Way to go, Mimi. That first carpool karaoke with Mariah aired during his first week on The Late Late Show and now has 33 million views just on YouTube. Yeah. James has been doing the rounds a lot. He's in New York, so he's doing all the New York-based shows, and he did Howard Stern. And he talked about, this is crazy. Now we know he's a Mervy Pervy, but I always knew that no, not James, but Les Moonves, who used to run CBS. Say what you say, say he's Mervy Pervy, but the man knows a new television. And listen to this. Do you know how James Corden was discovered for The Late Late Show? Les Moonves and Julie Chen went to a play in London that James was in, or it was either New York or London. And Les was so taken by James. James had never done a talk show before, that Les immediately thought The Late Late Show. He had the vision to know that you don't necessarily needed a broadcaster in that role, that you needed a performer like that. So Les, look, he's everything that you think he is, but he was Mr. TV for a while. And James turned it down, and Les just kept going at it. And finally, James says, you know what? If I can do a variety show-esque talk show and not like da-da-da-da-da, I'll do it. And now look at him. He's routinely #1 in the ratings. He's the best. Because he doesn't do a normal show. That's what I like about it.
And it's so hilarious. Like, it is the funniest TV right now.
It is.
I think so.
And it's great because he doesn't look at it as just a TV show.
Right.
He's smart enough to know that his show airs at 12:37 at night. The majority of us won't watch him on TV. He was smart enough to know where TV was going. He's like, he does his show in sections that can be easily digested by us the next day. He's like, I don't expect people to stay up at 12:30, but I do expect them to watch the clip at work the next day.
Right.
Very smart, very smart. Still to come, everybody. Still to come, a celebration of friendship in honor of National Best Friend Day tomorrow. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
The hot dish is over. Now on today's show, we are celebrating Friends. No, not the TV show, our real ones. You hear me talk about them all the time. Now, find out the story behind my high school 3. These are the women who changed my life. Then our best friends will join us live, talking about how to make a successful friendship and how to overcome those rough spots. And how connected are we really? Well, we're going to find out with a round of the classic game, Password. We're celebrating Friends when we come back.
Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. Hello. Happy Friday. Tomorrow is National Best Friend Day, so we thought it would be great to celebrate friends for the rest of our show. We are doing just that. And we begin with the story of how 3 women back in Michigan City, Indiana in the late 80s made a lasting impact on my life. I call them my high school 3. And best of all, 30 years later, I still call them my best friends.
I always say the best part of junior high was leaving junior high. It truly was the 2 worst years of my life. I was bullied and beaten up basically every day, to the point where I was even afraid to go to the cafeteria for lunch just in case I would see my bullies. It didn't help that I felt like I didn't have any allies and I was lacking in the friend department. Well, that all changed my freshman year of high school when I decided to give drama club a go. Little did I know back then, the friendships I forged there, way back in 1988-89, would carry me through 3 decades. and truly helped shape the guy I am today. My core group, my girls, Mish, Chris, and Ange, are 3 of the best blessings of my life. Chris was my constant, my calm sea. Mish, my anchor, never afraid to tell me all about myself. And both were also my prom mates. Ange and I actually met in junior high, but she was a cheerleader and way too popular for me. In high school, though, thankfully all that changed. She was my best friend, my crush, my rock, my sounding board, my everything. My Ange. My broadcasting career actually started with her. We used to co-host the daily announcements together in high school. Everything I have today started with them, is because of them. It's such a cliche, I know, but Mish, Chris, and Ange literally saved my life and simultaneously gave me one hell of a life.
Been given 30 seconds to say what my friendship with you means to me. There's no way. My phone doesn't have enough memory on it. I couldn't do it in 30 seconds. You've been my ride or die before that was even a thing, mostly because I gave you rides to school every day. But you've been there for the best of my life, and you've been there for the worst of my life. And I wouldn't have it any other way. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of what we've become as friends. We live states away, and I can still tell sometimes when you're not well or having a terrible day. I can just feel it. And I can text you, and you'll be like, yeah, I was having a really crappy day. How did you know? That's because that's just who we are, man. You're the best, and I love you, and I miss you terribly.
I said in the thing that it's a cliche, and it really is, but I got to high school and life just kind of changed because of them, because we were all kind of the outcasts, and we found each other and we forged this group. And, you know, I've been blessed with a lot of great things in my life. I have the best mom. I have a great best friend now. I have a great career, and I have a lot of successes, but I list the fact that I have maintained the friends with those three for 30 years. That's probably my best success. So I love you, Ange. I love you, Mish, and I love you, Chris. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to get it together, I promise. Still ahead. They're watching right now from Indiana, so that makes it even worse. Yeah. Our Best Friend show continues. We're chatting with my best friend and Kendall's best friend, live from Las Vegas, when we come back. Back in a moment. Show. That's the classic song, You're My Best Friend by Queen. The perfect song for today's show. Well, welcome back. Today is, tomorrow rather, is National Best Friend Day, and we're celebrating friendship on our show today with our best friends. Please welcome my BFF. You've seen her co-host our show a few times, Jennifer Luke, everybody. Hi, Jen. Hi. I was crying there a little bit.
I know, I saw that.
I know. See? Jen tells me all about myself. I love it. So tell the folks how you picked me up in a bar.
Yep.
How we met. Yeah.
It's my best work at a bar.
Actually, no, yeah.
Well, I picked up my husband at a bar, too.
Did you? Oh, that's right, you did. Yeah.
So.
And that turned out well.
I mean, I think so far.
Yes.
So I was working with a restaurant that was opening, and one of the places we were going pretty regularly, individually, was a bar that was actually closing. And so I took it upon myself to invite you to this new restaurant. And
the rest is history.
I feel like it was love at first sight.
It really was. It was love. It really was.
I know.
Jen did that thing that I applaud her for, and this is Jen's personality, where she will talk to anybody. We actually call it the bar game now, where we will just ask random strangers a series of questions to get to know them. But you did. You sauntered right over to me, and you're like, you were so confident. I know the first thing you said to me, I have your new hangout place. And I said, you do? And you handed me your card, and you go, we're having a Halloween party, and I would like you to be there. And I came, and then we were friends instantly.
Literally immediately after.
Instantly.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you think, okay, let me ask you, do you think it is harder, because we're now in our
Watch it.
We are somewhere between the 30s and 40s, somewhere around there.
Sure.
You never give a lady's age.
No.
Do you think it's harder? I gave that example. Do you think it's harder to make friends as you get older? Like, would that have happened now?
Oh, yeah.
You think so? Yeah, for you it would have.
I think it's all about kind of where you are in your life. So I think that your friendships as you get older they change. So I don't have kids, so a lot of my friends actually don't have kids, so,
Like-minded folks and people.
Yeah, I think so.
Do you think, because I bring this up a lot, and rightfully so, born and bred Minnesotans get to, oh, look at this, Jen. This is us, This is, now what are we doing there? We don't know where that was, but anyway, that's at
But I think that was the inspiration for my blonde hair.
I think it was, actually, That's a falcon crest. That's at my bachelor party with the biggest king crabs you've ever seen in your life. But Minnesota sometimes gets the reputation for transplants. It's difficult for transplants to meet people in this town. I hear that Seattle Times did a whole article about Seattle being the same way. Do you think that's unfair? Or do you think it is hard to find for people to meet here?
They just haven't met me.
That's
I think
they haven't encountered you
yet.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's hard because you
are outgoing.
I mean, I can be.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I like meeting new people.
I do too. And you've made me more open to that. Like, we will do the bar game.
Yeah. We've gotten kicked out.
We've gotten yelled at. Yes. We've gotten people that say we don't want to be friends with you.
Yeah.
And
That's fine.
What do you think is we've only gotten into a few fights, like a few disagreements. What do you think is like a good advice to give? You are good at problem solving and overcoming stuff. What's the best advice to overcoming a problem in a friendship? Because it's going to happen.
Yeah, it's tackling it immediately. I think you let it fester, you let things go unsaid, and I'm pretty straightforward. So I like to let's get it done.
Everyone who knows you is laughing in the studio. Yeah.
Well, it's like, let's say it now, and then we can forget it.
And that strategy has worked very well for us.
Yes.
Extremely well.
I don't think it would have worked any other way, to be honest.
We got into a huge fight at my bachelor party. At my bachelor party. I'll cut this down to about 20 seconds because you will love this. Someone bought a dance for me. If you catch my like a dance. Yeah. And the person grabbed my arm and walked me away. And Jen stands up and screams,
"I'm telling Colin."
And we got into the biggest fight in a taxi cab.
Huge fight.
And the taxi cab driver was like mediating our fight.
Yep.
And then we got back to the place.
Yep.
Talked it out.
For hours.
And then went swimming at midnight in the Atlantic Ocean.
Midnight,
yeah.
It may have been like 4 a.m.
Okay, fine. It was 4 a.m. But again, tackling it head on.
Yeah.
We're talking with Kendall's best friend when we come back. Back in a moment, everybody. Oh, God. I'm telling Colin.
Keep smiling. Keep shining, knowing you can always count on me, for sure. That's what friends are for. In good times and bad times, I'll be on your side forevermore. That's what friends are for.
Classic scene for Bridesmaids. A great movie. Forget the wedding. It really was a movie about friendship as we celebrate National Best Friend Day. Welcome back. Kendall joins me now, and joining us live via satellite from Las Vegas, it's Kendall's best friend, Jenna, everyone. So, Kendall, how did you guys, same question to you, how did you guys meet?
Hi, Pookie.
God, I'm never calling you Pookie.
I'm the squishy and she's the Pookie. You know, from Nemo?
Oh, Squishy and Pookie, okay.
How he's like...
Jen's like, I will never have that squishy nickname for you. Yeah. Because to me, that means something totally different, yes.
It's from Nemo where she goes, you are my squishy and you shall be mine.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm the possessive friend in the relationship.
How did you guys meet?
We joined a sorority together and we both quit it because it was horrible. But we met, yeah.
Yeah.
So that was the best part. The only good thing about the whole thing was our best friendship.
Oh, well, yeah. Jenna.
Wait, so I should tell the story.
Yeah, tell the story.
Okay, so Kendall and I joined a sorority freshman year, and I invited all of the new girls over to my apartment so we could like get ready and go to a party together. So like, you know, I'm getting everything ready. I'm super pumped. I have all my dresses laid out so everyone can like try them on, and the only person who shows up is Kendall. 15 girls. The only one. And I didn't know her at all. And she just walks in and she's like, what's up? Let's try on some dresses. So we did. And like 2 seconds into it, she grabs my hand and she's like, we're soulmates.
Oh, God.
And I'm like, this girl is crazy. But we went with it. And by the end of the night, we were definitely soulmates. And she's right. She's always right.
Oh, well, I wanted to ask you, Jenna. On the show, I always say, you know, I try to start an interview with a compliment. What's the best thing about your best friend?
She's so talented. She can do anything.
Oh. Thanks, Pookie.
And you know, she's a really good singer. Can sing. Kendall, sing something. I thought that was us in the beginning, by the way. I was like, where did this recording come from? And then I realized that you would be a better singer than that.
Yeah, I used to sing for them when we'd be a little intoxicated. That was the only time they'd get me to sing in college.
I get it.
It's like their birthday present was me to sing a song for them.
What?
Yeah, yep, that was the best birthday present. We could all just stand around and pass the Bacardi Limon and...
Kendall, okay, same to you. What's the best thing about your best friend?
Jenna is the most committed person. Like, if she wants something, she's gonna get it. If she believes in you and is like your person, she's 190% ride or die. And I think that's so important.
It's very, yeah.
It's so important.
To say, I know whatever would happen, Jen would be the first phone call. Like, I need bail money, I need, you know what I mean? Something.
Body.
That's right.
Yep.
There's a body in my hotel room, something's happening. Yeah, exactly. Have you guys ever had a big fight, and how do you guys resolve that?
I think anytime honest to goodness, we really rarely ever fight. Our little group of friends, we do. I mean, it is something that I've always thought was so cool about our group. Stop laughing, you two. Is that we never fight.
He doesn't believe you. He doesn't believe you.
No, he doesn't believe me. But we don't. But when we do, it's always because of a miscommunication. Like, I can remember the only time we've ever really argued, Jenna was living in New York. Like, we couldn't be together. And I think actually seeing someone face to face and having the conversation, be like, well, I thought you meant this. And then she said, well, I thought you meant this. You know, it's always a misunderstanding that can be fixed in person communication.
Absolutely. Yeah, that does help.
Yep.
So
If we fight over something, it's like over something super ridiculous, and it's usually because she's just not paying enough attention to me.
Is that true, Kendall?
I mean, sometimes it happens where I might just pay attention to something else and Jenna's like, excuse me.
Yeah. When Kendall introduces a new friend to me, she literally has to like take me sidebar and be like, be nice.
Yeah. I said, you know, in the piece, I said, like, Mish is my anchor. Ange was, what does Jenna kind of represent for you? Is she the one that has no problem telling you about yourself? Because that's Jen for me.
Right.
In the modern times, yeah.
I think so. I am someone who, I'm always too nice. Jenna always says that. Like, I'm too open and accepting and like, okay, sure, yeah, that's fine. And Jenna will be like, you need to stand up for yourself. You're being ridiculous. So she's always kind of like my bulldog in the corner. And she'll just do
Jen
it for
is my
me
French
sometimes.
bulldog. That's right, yeah. We have, because for people, we gotta go, but for people that don't know, Jen has Mr. Big's brother and sister, my French bulldog. We have brother and sister bulldogs. Yeah. That's how much we love each other. Jen and Jenna are sticking around after the break. How well do we really know each other? We are playing a game that could test our friendship. It could fundamentally change things.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Plus, we're heading into the audience a little bit later. Stay with us, everybody. Back in a moment. Welcome back, my friends. It's all about friends. Well, it is time to put our friendship to the test to see how well we work together. It's game time, everybody. Here we go. We are playing the classic game of password. Password. Here's how it's going to work. Aaron Schwab, who's going to be hosting the game, will give Kendall and I a card.
Me.
It's Aaron!
Thank you.
I love your hair, girl.
Thank you.
Each card, that was for you, studio audience. That's right. Aaron will give Kendall and I a card. Each one has a password on it, and we have to give a one-word clue to try to get our best friend to guess the word. If we get it wrong, the next team will add a word, and we'll have a chance to guess. So you need to pay attention because it could come over to you. Jen and I are team 1, and Kendall and Jenna are Jenna are team 2. And ladies and gentlemen, one more time, get up for the host of Password, Aaron Schwab, everybody.
Hello. And welcome.
Thank you.
To Password.
Thank you, Aaron.
All right, I'm going to give each of you your clue, but you can't look at it until I say so, right?
Okay.
So Jason, you're going to go first. Don't open it. Okay, Jason, you're going to go first.
Okay. The Password audience and TV audience will be at
Just
the bottom
remember,
of your screen.
one word. You get one word with a lot of feelings. Okay, go.
Oh, God.
Mamas. Mamas.
Papa's?
All right, and no, so we're going to Kendall. Kendall?
Okay, Jen, are you ready?
Yeah, wait, is it still Mama?
Yep.
No, not, no.
Yeah,
no,
add
no.
to it. Yeah.
Add to that.
Cheese.
What?
Cheese.
Don't look at me.
You gotta guess, Jen.
Yeah, but I need an answer.
I'm Mama's boy. I can only think of Mama's boy.
Now.
Oh,
No.
All right, Jason, back to Jason.
God.
We gotta pep this up now.
I'm
First thing
trying,
that comes
I'm
to
trying.
mind. You gotta move this game along. Here we go. All right,
Chips.
Jason. Oh.
Chip, cheese, mamas.
Nachos!
All right. This time we're gonna start with Kendall.
We are very competitive, by
Very
the way.
competitive.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we're gonna start with
Go this
Kendall on
way.
it. Don't look at
Oh,
it.
I'm sorry.
Oy, ay, ay. All right, Kendall. We have 3 seconds on the clock. Go. Here we go.
Cosmopolitan.
Oh.
Sex and the City.
No.
Nope. Over to Jason. You have one right here. Okay, we'll just use that one.
Martini.
Cocktail.
Yes!
That is 2 for Jason and Jen and nothing for Kendall. and her friend.
You guys can see each other.
We're gonna let Kendall go first again. Okay,
Yeah.
here we go. All right, don't look at it.
Sorry.
You're gonna hate this, Jenna.
Don't look.
Damp.
Ooh.
Moist.
Moist.
Moist is correct. Let's all say it together. It's everyone's favorite word.
Moist. Yeah.
That's right.
Okay.
Nothing brings a party up like moist.
Okay, I'm going next, right?
Jason's going first. Yes.
Okay, here we go.
All right, here we go.
Oh. Carnival.
Oh.
Cruise!
Yes!
All right.
We really are best friends.
Okay, so we have 2 left, all right? There's 2 left. So I'm going to have Kendall go first. Go ahead, Kendall.
We are killing it.
Here we go.
BBJ.
I don't know if that counts.
Acronyms don't count?
No! Give me that. All right, Jason, go. One word.
I saw the
card.
Oh, she saw the card. Give us the next
Son
word.
of a.
Tell me.
It was
booty.
booty.
Yeah. Okay.
Which I
go.
totally would have gotten, by the way.
Off of BBJ.
I would have said licious.
Big booty Judy.
Yeah. Okay.
I would have said pirates. So I don't know where your heads are.
Okay.
Are we ready? Last one. Kendall, we're going to give you a shot one more time.
Yeah.
Here we go. Don't look.
I'm not looking.
Here we go.
We're
going to go quick.
Cheetos.
Cheetos. She
Snack.
said Cheetos.
Snack, she said. No.
Snacks. No. All right, over to Jason.
Oh.
Come on.
Okay.
Jalapeno.
Spicy.
Yes!
And that, my friends, is our game of password today.
That's right.
Good news, right?
Bring that, Aaron.
Good news for our studio audience today. Guess what, studio audience? You're all going home with a pair of tickets to the Minnesota Spectacular.
It features the Air Force Thunderbirds, dozens of other classic airplanes, and much more. You also have the chance to win tickets at home. Just go to our Facebook page right now, search for Jason Show TV, and register to win. We're going to take a break. We're going to the audience when we return. Back after this. Thank you. Thank you. Welcome back. Welcome back.
So bad at those games.
Oh, God. We have had so much fun today. Kendall joins me again. We've been celebrating friendships all day on our show, and we actually have to credit one of our audience members for this idea. Give it up for Sarah right up here. Sarah. Now, stand up, guys. Stand up. Now, Sarah, you came to our show, and you gave us the idea, right? I mean, you basically said, I'm coming to the show with my best friend.
Go ahead, you just take this.
I guess I was the one that posted it, but it was actually her idea, and I just went and posted it.
Oh, you just posted. Oh.
This is my Jason.
That's your Jason?
And I'm her Jen.
And you're Jen. Oh, I love it. How long have you guys been friends?
27 years.
Oh, congratulations. Thank you, ladies. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
We've been loving hearing from you on Facebook. Keep your best friend stories coming. If you have a unique friend story, let us know, and you could be a guest on our show. Maybe you guys met on a cruise while eating nachos.
Drinking martinis. What was the word? Cocktail?
Cocktails, that's right, yeah. Speaking of Facebook, we did get a lot of your comments on our page, and we really appreciate it. Marion writes about her friend Dorothy. She writes, we met in biology class in Hopkins High School. We were testing ourselves for blood types, and I didn't want to poke myself, so Dorothy volunteered to help me. We've been best friends for 52 years. 52 years!
That's so sweet.
Cheryl writes to us, hi Cheryl, my husband of 35 years is my best friend. We started dating in the 8th grade. We're from Red Wing, like Kendall.
Hey.
Her grandma was my Sunday school teacher.
Oh my goodness.
Isn't that great?
Grandma Mary, she taught Sunday school for like 50 years. And I'm serious.
Oh, really?
Really, really long time. That's awesome.
That is fantastic. Thanks to Jenna, who, by the way, is having fun in Vegas. We let her go back to gambling. And let's hear it from my best friend, Jen, one more time, everybody. Girl. We did really well.
Okay,
That's what we're
whatever.
trying to-
We all knew that when I was going to have to give the clues, Jenna was like, oh, girl, we're going to lose so hard.
And we're really good.
We told the audience, you should see us when TV cameras aren't on. There's a lot of words flying around that we can't say. Guys, before we go, get ready. Wait till you see what producer Ted did yesterday. Look at this. Ted ran away and joined the circus. Training to become a trapeze artist in the Twin Cities. We will not show you the best footage ever recorded for this show. You will see it on a future episode of our show. Let's just say, all I'm going to tell you, audience, is I got a text message from Ted, all in caps, that said, I was terrified. That's coming up. Monday, though, Christopher Straub is here with easy and creative DIY gift ideas for dad, plus a local yo-yo master will be showing off his skills. We'll see you on Monday. But right now, thanks to this incredible audience, thanks to all of you best friends out there, my loves, Mish, Ange, and Chris, my best friend, Jen, and all of you. Have a great weekend, everybody. Go out there and be yourself.